Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. So for today, we are going to be doing a first impression and review on a brand new drugstore concealer. And I feel like this is a pretty exciting release, at least for me, because it is the brand new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. Now, I am in love with the Pro Glow foundation. That is probably my all-time favorite foundation from the drugstore. I use it all the time. So when I found out that L'Oreal was sort of like extending the range and going into Pro Glow concealers, that got me really excited. If you couldn't tell, my makeup's looking a little bit weird right now. I'm wearing absolutely no concealer, so we are going to be putting this concealer to the test today. I'm going to be wearing it throughout the day. I'm going to do check-ins, let you guys know all of my first impressions, and at the end of the video, I will let you guys know whether or not I would recommend this and who I would recommend the concealer for. Definitely let me know in the comments if you are going to be trying out this concealer, or if you have already, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, let's start off with the basics. I'm gonna go over the price and actually what this product claims to do so that we have a good idea of what to expect actually going into this first impression. Starting off with the price, this little baby retails for $14 Canadian or $9.99 US. And then as far as how much product is actually in here, there is 0.21 fluid ounces and then 6.2 milliliters of product. So comparing that to something like the Bare Minerals concealer, which is obviously more on the higher end side, this product has 6 milliliters or 0.20 fluid ounces of product. So you actually get just a touch more product in the L'Oreal concealer, which is nice to know. So now moving on to the claims for this concealer, which is obviously the most important part. So it says that it has up to 16 hours of glowing coverage. The formula is lightweight and radiant. It's supposed to conceal correct highlight, obviously. And it says that it has pro look of long wear. I'm not really sure what that last one means, but I'm assuming that that's supposed to mean that it's a long wearing formula. So what I get from that is that this concealer is basically supposed to be something that's going to give you probably about a medium coverage, supposed to be lightweight and glowy, and it's not supposed to be like a super heavy full coverage like matte concealer. I'm assuming this is probably going to be a little bit more natural and radiant and lightweight. And my favorite concealer with that type of formula is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. If you've been around for a while, you definitely know that. But this concealer does just that. It gives me a really nice like medium coverage, but it makes my under eyes look really nice and like glowy, and it just is a very lightweight formula. So I'm actually pretty excited to see how this is going to compare to the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Concealer, because this is my all-time favorite. So if this could come close to it and it's a drugstore alternative, then we may just have a dupe, ladies and gentlemen. So as far as the shade range goes, I gotta say I'm a little bit disappointed. There are 8 shades in the range, and I have 6 shades right over here that I'm gonna swatch for you guys and show you guys what they look like. My problem with the shade range is I feel like there really isn't a lot of variety. All of the light shades sort of look exactly the same. Of course, there are like slight tonal differences. Some are more peach, some are more yellow, some are more neutral, but overall they are all very, very similar to each other. And I am disappointed that there are only 2 like deep-ish shades in the collection, and all the rest are all fairly similar to each other. Even the lightest shade in here, which is 01, I feel like would not even match somebody who's more porcelain or very fair. This would definitely be too dark. So I do wish that there were lighter shades, deeper shades, and a little bit more shades in between. So that is it for all of the basics. Now it's time to actually put this stuff on the face. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and let's get started. So I am already wearing a full face of makeup. I've got my foundation, bronzer, blush, all that stuff on. I'm just not wearing my concealer, and of course I do not powder underneath my eyes. So I'm going to go in with the lightest shade in the collection, which is 01. It's a nice neutral shade. It's definitely not too pink or too yellow. So I'm just going to, I guess, just start off by going right in and just applying this underneath my eyes. So now I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to blend out on this side, and we'll see how it blends. Oh yeah, that is blending so nicely. Do you guys see how pretty that looks underneath the eyes? You see the little glow that it has? I think just to, you know, spice up this review a little bit, I'm going to take a little brush and blend out the other side just to see if there's any difference. And I typically do like to use a beauty blender when blending out my concealer, but I mean, some people do like to use brushes, so I'll let you guys know how this works. The brush actually blended that out just fine. It looks exactly the same as it does on the other side where I blended it out with the beauty blender. So as far as my first impressions go, I'm already really excited about this product. It looks really nice and lightweight underneath my eyes. Doesn't look like I have a ton of concealer on. Considering it's part of like the Pro Glow range, I did expect it to have a little bit of a glow, and I'm really happy to see that it definitely does. And I love the way that looks. It just looks so nice and like fresh. As far as the coverage goes, let's pretend there's a scale. It's like light, medium, and then full. I would say that it's almost like right in between light and medium. It's not quite a light coverage, it's not quite a medium coverage. It sort of lands like right in the middle. It definitely looks a little bit more natural. Some of your darkness will show through, but honestly, I do prefer that because I just feel like it looks so pretty, especially for every day. So now it's time to set only one of my under eyes. I wanna do this just to see how this concealer does wear without any help of a powder. So I am going to take my damp sponge and I'm going to dip into my RCMA No Color powder. I'm just gonna apply this underneath. Let's do my right eye. So the concealer does obviously lose some of its glow once you do set it with powder, but I'll be interested to see if the glow comes back throughout the day. So the time currently is 12:18 in the afternoon. I'm actually going to be leaving my house today, which will be great for today's first impression because it is really hot outside. So I'll be interested to see how this concealer does last throughout the heat. I'll be giving you guys a few check-ins and then I will catch up with you at the end of the day. I'll check with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so right now I believe it is a little bit past 2 o'clock. It is 2:19 to be exact. So that means it has been about 2-ish hours, maybe a little bit more since first applying the concealer. So I just went ahead and looked at my under eye situation in my little magnifying mirror that I've got over here, and I'm impressed, guys. I cannot believe how great this concealer looks. I mean, it's only been 2 hours and I have not yet gone outside, but I think it's really impressive that the under eye that I did not set, which is this one right over here, has not creased at all. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So here is what my under eyes look like. This is the one that I did not set with powder, and you can see there's absolutely like no creasing going on. It still looks really nice and fresh and like smooth. And then this one is the under eye that I set with some powder, and this one also looks great, but the concealer really seems to have completely set down. Like, it really does not feel tacky at all, which is why I think it's lasting so well underneath my eyes even without powder. There is only one concealer that I am personally able to wear without powder without it creasing, and that is the Tarte Shape Tape. This one seems to be right on track to being yet another one that I could wear without setting, and honestly, the less powder that I could wear, the better. So that is it for now, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, time for another check-in. Right now it is close to 5 o'clock. I am outside right now just enjoying the weather. It is so nice out today. I just grabbed a little compact to check out what's going on underneath my eyes, and from the last time I checked, I don't think anything has changed, and it hasn't. It looks amazing, and I gotta say, I definitely do like the way the concealer looks a lot more without the powder. I do find that it just like has settled on my skin a lot nicer. Really not much else to say other than A+++++. Just kidding, I'm back. I wanted to show you guys a little close-up of my under eyes in like natural lighting indoors. That way you won't get any weird shadows or anything. You may notice I'm in my old bedroom because I'm at my parents' house right now. Whoa, throwback. So this is the eye that has the powder, and then this is the eye without the powder. You can see there's like no creasing going on. It still just looks really nice and smooth and natural, not cakey, nothing crazy going on. There you go. So we're back for the final check-in. It's now around 8 o'clock and the sun is setting, and I really wanted to be able to get some footage in before the sun completely sets so that you guys can get a good look of what my face looks like right now. So the concealer has been on for about 8 hours, and I feel like that's a pretty good amount of time to test out a product, especially one that really hasn't changed much throughout the day. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that I am really impressed with it. Definitely think this is an awesome dupe for my Bare Minerals Serum Concealer, which is really exciting because I've yet to find a concealer that is even close to my Bare Minerals Serum, high-end or drugstore. There are a few things that really did stand out for me for this product. Firstly, the longevity. I mean, I can't believe that I was able to not set this product and it lasted this well throughout the day. It did not crease, it did not smudge, it did not move. It looks literally exactly as it did when I first applied it, which is really impressive. Overall, I really just like the way that it made my under eyes look. It didn't make them look heavy or cakey or dry. It made them look the complete opposite because of this formula. Like I said, I would recommend this to somebody who prefers more of a natural looking medium coverage concealer. I think that if you have dry skin, you will absolutely love this. I'm actually very curious to see how this would wear on more of like an oilier skin type. If you have tried this and you have oily skin, definitely let me me know your experience in the comments. And then just for the final check-in, I will show you guys a close-up of what my under eyes look like. It really has not changed very much from the last 2 check-ins that I did. So this product 100% gets the Jamie approval. So guys, that is it for today's first impression and review of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if you plan on picking this up and trying it out. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one.